So hey guys, I am so sorry I'm late. I was chasing the babies out the door. So I'm gonna start off with dinner first, and then once we're done with dinner, we can move on to, like, while this is cooking, we'll move on to a little Easter treat that I want to make for you guys. So today we are going to make lamb with lentils and rice. Okay, so that's what we've got going on today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. You don't need a whole lot for this. This is pretty simple and easy to make, okay? So we're first gonna start off with an onion. All right, just gonna move this over here. I'm going to be using sliced almonds for this. Feels kind of dark in here for some reason. I'm not really sure why. All right, so I'm just going to take this onion. And I'm just going to put everything through the food processor to just make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so you need 1 onion and 4 cloves of garlic. Sometimes I go more than 4 just because I really like garlic. So, okay, and then these are going to go right in here. Just move this. I'm going to start heating this so that I can give our almonds just a little bit of a toast. Okay, and then garlic. I do have the lentils soaking. You can put them in a pressure cooker, so you can grab their own knife. So then you don't really have to soak them. They'll cook pretty fast in a pressure cooker. Or in an Instapot, I think is what they're calling it these days. Hello, Kimbalina. Hello, B Squared. Hi. Kimbalina, what have you retracted messages already? What did you do? Hello. It's good to see you guys. You guys, we're making dinner first, and then we're going to go off and do something, a little Easter treat, okay? So while this is cooking, just because it needs a little time to simmer, we'll be making an Easter treat. So I've got 1 full onion. We are making, okay, we're making lentils with lamb and rice. So I have 1 onion. Here, let me turn this just a little bit so y'all can see. I have 1 onion right in here in my little food processor, and I have 4 cloves of garlic, okay? So I'm throwing these in and just giving them a quick little chop. How are you guys? Kimberlina, are you a vegetarian? We have a lot of y'all around here, vegetarians and vegans. Where I come from, we eat a lot of lamb. Oh, okay. You know, we've got a lot of those instances too, Kimbalina. He ate it. I believe that. I've heard of this happen. So I'm not surprised. All right, so to my pan, y'all, I'm going to add. That's very common where we come from too. I'm going to add let me use a different butter. Hold on. Because I want to save this butter for the dessert, because that's why I had it over there to begin with. So I'm going to put in just a little bit of butter right in the pan right here. And you're going to need about 2 cups of these sliced almonds. His name was Fufu. Aw, I'm so sorry. Aw. You know what, Kimbalina? That happened to my mom's rabbit, okay? When she was little, she had a little rabbit, and the rabbit decided to go through the laundry closet. and he ate up my nan's favorite blanket. And that was it. That was the last time he was seen. And he was sent out, and, you know, he was made into dinner, which I know, apologies, y'all, this, different cultures, okay? Did you really be squared? That's hard. We did, so we have Eid. It's something that actually also exists in the Bible, but it's not really celebrated by Christians. But it's called Eid al-Adha, where you have to slaughter a lamb. But so when we were little, my dad would grab one, a sheep, so like mutton, you know, and we would keep him in the backyard, like in our house in Algeria, like on the balcony. And then come that day, we all have to go out there and, you know, they do what they do, and then we eat. Hello, Ginger. Hi. Welcome in. Hello, Ocean. Hi, guys. I know, Kimberlina. You know what? That's why my sister can't eat lamb, because of that. So we've got these here lightly toasted. Okay, these are our almonds. I'm actually not going to talk about that anymore since Ocean is here. Okay, just out of respect. Okay, because I made sure none of y'all were vegetarian and stuff, but just respectfully, y'all already know. All right, so we've got our almonds, so we're going to transfer these, okay? No, I'm saying, like, we're not going to talk about what we were talking about. We were talking about something else, Ocean, that regarding the lamb, that I'd rather not mention. Okay, so I'm going to move these almonds over here. And you guys, don't judge me for my paper plates, okay? These are from an event we just had. So they're still here, so I'm going to use them. They're actually pretty good because these types, they don't have that shiny top on them, so they soak up oil pretty nicely if you use them after you fry something. I was kind of impressed with that. All right, so to this, we're going to add our 1 onion and 4 cloves of garlic. Of course. Of course, of course. All right, so we're adding this right in here. And we're just going to slowly cook this down. I love the mixture of onion and garlic when it starts cooking like this. So good. I'm just going to cook this down for a minute. Paper plates at times? Yeah. You know what, Ocean? These ones, I love these. These aren't the ones that we get usually, like if we're doing something. But like these ones that don't have the shiny thing, the shiny cover, these ones soak up oil so well. Like if you're frying something. I really like that. Okay. So while this is going, I'm going to get... Got the lentils there. Okay, so I have some lamb here that I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. Just give me 1 second because it's getting a little dry. I can add some oil to it too, though. Just to make sure that it gets nicely toasted. Perfect. In your face over here. I'm just going to keep this water right here on deck just for a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to take the pieces of lamb. I do use lamb shoulder. Okay, so I'm just going to place these right in here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it does. And paper towels are pretty expensive too. So I'm putting these in here. I do like to make them with the bone because it has more flavor. Okay. Okay. So while this is going to be cooking, we will do a couple of things. The little Easter treat. Okay. So to this, we're going to add coriander. Okay. Like the spice. Like not cilantro. You can garnish with cilantro later. Okay. We're going to do allspice. Allspice. So lamb is really, really good with things that have cloves in them, okay? Lily, hello! I was just thinking about you this morning. Hi. It's so good to see you. Ugh, I've missed you, girl. And then cumin. I am a huge fan of cumin. Also very, very good with lamb. And then pepper. Sorry, you guys, I put all of these just right in here. I washed all the jars. I had all of the spices in bags, so I just placed them with the bags on there. All right. I will salt this in just a minute, not yet though. I love cumin. You know what? And cumin is also really good, like if you're having stomach issues. It's really good for that. I'm going to give these a quick little flip. I'm going to add just a little bit of water. Let this come to a little simmer. Yay. It's good to have you. All right, so I do have my lentils here, okay? I just like to use these brown lentils. I have an old Chinese medicine. Oh, do you? That's awesome. I bet you she's got all the good, like, natural remedies, huh? So this is just the regular lentils. This is what I'm using. So I had it in some water, so there's a little bit of water left in it. So I'm going to just throw this in here. Carrots with cumin, cinnamon, ooh. Probably maybe some honey, some brown sugar, some paprika. Oh. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to place this right in here. You're going to cover this. I'm going to add this container of water to this, okay? You can also use broth, but it will change up the flavor a little bit unless you're using a different protein for this, okay? Or you can use vegetable broth too. And on the bottom, you can use different vegetables like spinach. Okay, so I'm going to take this of water. Just let this come to a center. I just have just a little bit so that it doesn't flood over. Hello, Edna, welcome in. Hello, Ginger. I didn't see you. Hi, welcome in. And you guys, these are the almonds that we toasted in some butter. We're gonna leave these off to the side because we're gonna add these in later. Okay, so this is cooking. So I'm going to, let me add the salt now. Just a little bit of salt. And I'm only adding a little bit because I will add a little bit of my, y'all already know, this is my favorite bouillon mix. And you guys, I do have a lamb flavored spice mix too, okay? But you don't have to add this if you don't want to, obviously. I just add just a little bit. It's kind of like it's like a paste, like a dry type of paste that you scrape on here. It's kind of like those cubes, you know, that you have to really crush to take out. All right. So I'm just going to give this a quick stir. All right, and then one more thing. I can add it towards the end. Yeah, okay, I think we got everything. Okay. And I'm gonna add some dry parsley to mine, but you can add fresh parsley. I mean cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, parsley works in this too. Okay, so. But I'm gonna add some dry, and then I'm going to garnish with a little bit parsley and cilantro. Okay. All right. So I'm going to cover this and let it do what it's supposed to do, okay? Just gonna move this out of the way, and we're gonna get the rice going over there because this is gonna just cook on its own. There's nothing else for me to do to it now. We just check on it in a bit here while we make our Easter goodie, okay? Just give me 1 second. Because we don't want any onion flavor near our Easter goodies. You guys, these are so cute. I can't wait for us to make these. Okay. Just excuse me 1 second. Perfect. This one, I'm going to move this out of the way. Shaking my shoulder. Y'all, please excuse me for just 1 second. Okay. We don't need this one. I'm going to turn this down. Now that this started boiling, I'm going to turn it down. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. I love cilantro, Ocean. So many people hate cilantro. I'm like, how? Okay. I just want to make sure that it doesn't. Yeah, I think this one is freeze dried. I like their chives too. The chives are really good. Okay, I'm not going. So this is what happened last time. I don't know if you guys can see that there's a sticker that just popped up. Whenever that sticker pops up, it lags the entire chat. Okay, wow. Okay, what's happening now? Whoa. Can you guys see me? Am I still here? Hello? Okay, thank you, Ocean. I swear to God, like this thing is driving me crazy. Whenever this thing comes up, it lags the chat. It's very annoying. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Sorry, we just needed to get situated, y'all. Didn't see a sticker. I don't know what it was. It's like this thing, it tells you, like, do you want your chat to participate in some kind of poll or something like that? And so it's like a thing that comes up, and then it lags the whole thing. It's very weird and very annoying because you can't even tell that it's lagging. So I'm gonna make the rice really quick. So you guys already know, 2-to-1 ratio. I'm just gonna use up the rest of this. That might be a lot of rice, but it's okay. You guys, yesterday I got so much of the spring cleaning done. I guess. I wasn't sure if it shows you guys something too. I got a lot of the spring cleaning done upstairs. I was so proud of myself because I was talking to one of the other ladies, Knuckle Sandwich. Y'all have seen her in chats before. Oh my gosh, she just made it sound so good. She said she like got so much cleaned up and she had like the windows open and everything was just like breezing. Hello, Kimbalina. I see the little wave. All right, so 2-to-1 ratio. I'm just gonna put this in here. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need that in my life. So she inspired. Like, she really gave me the push I needed. All right, so I'm just gonna get this going and then, okay, we're good. You guys, I told you I always add a little bit of oil to my rice. Ooh, nice. I did some of the linens. I actually washed been spring cleaning out of my linen closet. As in, like, you mean you did like all of like your linen stuff, Ocean? Because yesterday I washed my pillows and like comforters and stuff like that. It was wonderful. I shampooed the carpet yesterday, which was real nice. So, and then I'm gonna move over to like the living room and stuff like that. I'll do the carpet there and then the walls. All right, so this is going. Okay, let me just make sure that we're not frozen before I turn that way. I'm gonna keep doing this, y'all, because this happened to me last time. I was pissed. Yes, got rid of stuff I haven't used. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, my mom was telling me I need to do that too. Like some of like the old comforters and stuff like that. Nikki was saying that like those old comforters and stuff, like they're good to donate to the shelters because they can like make little like puppy beds and stuff out of them. All right, so we're going to use this pistachio and we're also going to use peanut butter. Let me grab the peanut butter. What is the puppy beds, right? Yeah. I was like, oh wow, like I never even thought of that. So she said like if you have like comforters and stuff like that that you don't need anymore, like, and that you're not like donating to a shelter somewhere else, like the animal shelters need them. Okay. All right, you guys, this is what we're doing. It's going down. So we are going to make some eggs. We are vaguely remember for spring cleaning. Oh, I'll be squared. I know it's hard. Oh, nice, Ocean. That's perfect. Yeah. So today we are going to be making, so they're like peanut butter cups, but they are in the shapes of eggs, but they are a special kind of egg, you guys, because they're going to be like little quail eggs, okay? And they are very cute. So that's what we're making. We are going to make some quail eggs. Let me just see if this is boiling yet. Okay. We are going to make some with pistachio. So this is going to be like, did the Rice Krispie treats? No, they're gone. They're gone. Ocean, my husband, in the morning was just like, I couldn't find the Rice Krispie treats. I was just like, they were on like the table, and he's like, I looked everywhere. He's like, well, I want some, and I was like, they're gone. Like the kids ate all of them, so he only got a bite. So what I have to do is make marshmallows. That's my project for tonight. I did make the white chocolate raspberry cheesecake. Haven't posted it yet, but where is it? I was working on one before I came on. I was eating this, and then I put it away. This is the white chocolate raspberry cheesecake that I made and that I'm posting. It's already recorded. I just haven't posted it yet. No, they never last, be squared. Let's be serious. So this is the white chocolate raspberry cheesecake that we talked about last live. And then I have to make the marshmallows so that I can make more Rice Krispies, or else I'll have to go to Denver to get thank you. I'll have to go to Denver to get those special marshmallows, the kosher or halal marshmallows. Okay. All right. So I'm turning this down. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, so we're going to do a pistachio butter egg, and we're going to do a peanut butter chocolate egg. Okay, and so these ones, so we'll call it the American Dubai cup, buttercup. Okay, that's what we'll call it. So you're gonna need 2 cups. You're gonna need 1 cup of your butter, 5 tablespoons, like whatever butter you're using, of your nut butter, and you're gonna need 2 cups of confectioner sugar. Yes, of course, there's chocolate involved. Okay, so we need 1 cup. Let me just get the measuring cup, you guys. Bear with me. I was running wild earlier, as per the usual. I feel like I'm always telling y'all that I'm running wild, because I am. Okay. Grab this and the spatula. And then we'll dip them in everything, okay? And I think these would be like super cute as a gift, and I'll show you guys how I want to serve them. Okay, I've got the small spatula, this one, and this one. Okay. We will start off with maybe the pistachio. But it's the same thing, whatever nut butter you want to use, okay? This is boiling. Okay, I just had to turn stuff down so nothing catches on fire. I'm gonna bring y'all right in here. Where's Cece? Hi, Cece. Hello. I did not see you come in. Welcome in. Okay, so we're starting with pistachio. So luckily the pistachio butter is not super sweet, okay? So that's what we're doing. I have 1/3 of a cup here, so I'll need about 3 of those. So I have 2 different pistachio butters. I'm just gonna combine. Okay, so for the presentation, right? If you guys can find the qataifi dough, right? It comes frozen. Here's end up buttnutter. What is buttnutter? Buttnutter, peanut butter, butter. So if you guys can find the shredded phyllo dough, the one that we used to make kunafa, it's a little bit harder to find. If you go looking for it, you'll find the one that's already toasted in small pieces, right? If you find the other one, all you have to do is dip it in some butter and oil, and then put it in the oven, and you can make a little nest to serve these in, okay? because I want it to have like that little kind of quail type nest, like it's like a little bit darker brown color mixed with like a gray. So since I don't have any of that left, I might do like angel hair that I'll toast it in a, like I'll wet it to get it malleable, and then I'll put it just for presentation. And then this is my other pistachio butter that I'm using. Okay, wait, sorry. I didn't even put this in. Okay, so 1. Ooh, this one's oily. They do tend to be pretty oily, so. Yeah, I'm gonna need the whole thing. So you need 1 cup of your nut butter. Let's just say the pistachio for now. I did make these into cups before and posted it as a short, but this one is, the center is gonna be a little bit softer. It will be more reminiscent of a peanut butter cup as an egg though. This has a lot of oil in it, so you might have to adjust how much butter you want to add to this. You need about 5 tablespoons of butter. But if yours is like super greasy, obviously kind of watch for that. I'd go kind of slow with the butter at first. Okay. So this is the nut butter. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of pistachio to this. This is the pistachio that I use. You need about half of a teaspoon. Don't put too much so that it doesn't get overwhelming. Ooh, that smells good. Okay. And then we need 5 tablespoons. I'm going to start with 3 and see where we're at. I didn't take any of the dishes out of the dishwasher. So we're going to melt. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 5 right now to melt it. Pistachio butter, yes, ma'am. Okay, I might have to refresh this just in case. I want to make sure it's not frozen because I'm still mad. Still mad. It's hot. All. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, perfect. Okay. Just watching it so it doesn't. So are you guys going to be cooking for Easter? I need a soda. Give me 1 second. I don't have any cold sodies. I'm gonna have to do one of these. I didn't put them in there. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're gonna take this. We're slowly gonna add it in, okay? I'm gonna use this. Just gonna give this a mix to just make sure it's all mixed in before I add some of that butter. Because then we have to add 2 cups of powdered sugar to this, okay? Then we're gonna roll it. All right. So I'm gonna slowly add this in and stir it. Hi, Kimmy. Hello. Pastrami this year. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I think you did say Ginger, I think you said last time that your husband is Arab Christian, right? Because yes, because you said pastrami. I think I remember you saying that. I could be misremembering though, so my apologies if I am. Oh, we can use up all of it. The food smells good. I'm already so hungry. Yes, Syrian. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I know there's like a lot of Christian Syrians and Lebanese, Jordanian, Palestinian. Okay, so I'm just giving this a mix, you guys. You just want it to be nice and smooth. So it just could have looked like it had a little bit too much oil because it's hot in here when I was putting it in, but it blended in perfectly. I'll show you guys. Sorry, just want to. So this is what it looks like. Oh, Edna, what did you say? Edna, did I miss something that you said? I'm sorry if I did. Kimmy, Edna, hello, hello. Okay, so we're at this point. Okay, now we're going to add the powdered sugar. You need 2 cups. Oh, okay. We're going to make these quail eggs that are they're like Buckeyes, right? But we're making some with pistachio and some with peanut butter. Okay. So we're starting off with these, but the recipe is the same for any butter that you use. Okay. So it's 1 cup of your nut butter and 5 tablespoons butter and 2 cups of this powdered sugar. Okay, I just have a 1/3 cup thing here. I just like to go slowly, so I'll do the 1st cup. So this is 2, I need 1 more. So that's just 1/3 cup, so I need 6 of them. So this is 2. Because we want to make a dough out of this, okay? Thank you, Cece. It's my pleasure. I love doing it. Okay, so we're slowly making a dough. So we've got this. I'm going to add 1 more to get the full cup. My niece loves pistachios. So for Aid, when I made the pistachio cookies, she just went through the whole thing and she was like, I'm taking all of these. I was like, all right. Those ones were actually really delicious. I really did enjoy them. All right, so that was our 1st cup. And remember when you're adding the powdered sugar that it slowly melts into it. So you have to keep mixing to make sure that you're getting the right amount in there. Like, don't think like, oh, it's ready here, because as it sits, it's going to be a little bit more loose and you don't want that. Okay. That was 2. We are just going to keep on mixing this. You can put on obviously gloves and go at it by hand after a bit. Just make sure you get it all incorporated. because mine was a little bit less than a cup. Thank you. Thank you. So you guys are so sweet. It's so nice having you all here. So my pistachio butter was a little tiny bit less than a cup. I think it was more so like 3/4, just because that's what I had. And this one is very small. Yeah. And I scraped all of it. So I'm going to do this, but trust that that is the mixture that you use, okay? And you'll see it with the other one. Hopefully I have enough. Yeah, I have a lot of peanut butter, so you guys will see it with the peanut butter. He's got in the drawer and ate 1 pound of. Oh my God! I'm surprised they didn't go into shock. So I'm going to move this right here. You guys saw we bleached the countertop, okay? So everything is good to go here. Just see how much powdered sugar we have right here at the bottom. And we're just going to knead this, okay? And it will come together. That's crazy, Ocean. So you're going to knead this until it makes a dough that you can roll. You want it to be all homogenized. A pound? Okay, so were they like cracked out? Like, were they like running wild? Could you hear the little steps all around the place? Like, could you hear them going crazy? That is so crazy. God, I bet that was such a treat. I would think so. I love sweets. And I'll show you guys here just a second. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Okay? I'm sure they like got enough strength to like chew through like concrete and get out. Oh man, that is crazy. A pound is wild. So this one just kind of got away from me. All right, so let me throw this. I can't imagine that they were okay after that. I just can't. So we're just going to set up our little workspace here. Just gonna keep kneading. I'm going to keep that there because I'm going to need it. And you guys, when you're making this, okay, that's why I have, give me Ross story. I mean, it makes sense. Is that what that was? Do you really think that's what was on the meat suit? It looked it. I'm not gonna lie. When you're doing this, if it does feel like it's a little bit crumbly, add a little bit more of your butter, like your peanut butter or your pistachio butter or whatever, or add just a little bit more of your regular butter. It was Cece? That's crazy. Okay. Ooh, you guys, who was covering it? I think, it couldn't have been this morning. Who was on last night? What's today? Oh, it was Ashley. So I was cooking and I had it playing in the background. And that's the part she was at. And she started talking about the feces and I almost lost it. Like I almost threw up. I couldn't do it. I came in her meat suit. What? Hey, BG. Yeah, it's someone that we mutually watch, like all of us in here, most of us in here. She has this jumpsuit that I think, was it Ashley who started calling it a meat suit? I can't remember. Because it looks like, what does it look like? It looks like ham, like Canadian bacon, maybe. It's got like a weird marbling in it. It's atrocious. Like, let's just be real. So that's what it was. It is very unfortunate. So sorry you had to walk in on that. But yeah, they call it the meat suit because it looks like meat. That's all. And usually, like when we say meat suit, the majority of us know exactly what suit we're talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to dry my hand, and then we are going to start shaping these into quail eggs. Oh my God, Kimmy, no way. You have got to be kidding. You cannot be serious, girl. Okay, let me take these off. All right. Let us clock this in. All right. So we are just going to start shaping these into little quail eggs. We're going to try to make them all the same size. Use a little scoopity scoop. If you have pest clean, of course. Are you joking? I don't know. But I think, yeah, I think that when Ashley said that she likely just like moved everything to the living room, that was accurate. Okay, so we're going to start shaping these. Obviously, we're going to shape them into little eggies. Okay. Craziness is what that is. Okay, so we're going to make it into like a little cone head. Okay, and then we're going to make a cute little quail egg. We're not making ostrich eggies or even chicken eggies. Quail eggies, okay? This is what they look like. It's a little demented, but we love it anyway, right? Just rub the bottom. Okay? That's one. You guys, I'm going to have to roll these with y'all here because we're waiting for dinner anyway. Thank you, CCR. Isn't it? It's very cute. I would think it's very cute. And then we're gonna melt the chocolate together. I do have a couple of tips for y'all about the chocolate. It looks like Foodie's head. God forbid. But I mean, it does. You're right. You're right. BJ, are you still in here? I saw you said that there was somebody missing out in the wild. Okay, another one. Oh, that one's real cute. I like that one more. Okay, so we just like to measure them. So sorry if y'all find this portion of things a little bit uneventful. It did before you shaped it. You were out of control, Lilith. Yeah, I do too. I love the color of pistachio. Pistachio, anything and everything. You know what, Lily, you don't know this, but now anytime I have anything pistachio related, I think of you. Because I know you like pistachios. Especially something with a drink. I'm like, oh, Lily. Okay. You just got to shape the butt a little bit. Okay. So we're just shaping some of these. And I'll show you guys how we get, so, okay. I guess while I'm shaping these, I can tell you all this. So when you are trying to color, if you don't find the color that you want, because these ones have to be like a bluish, kind of like a bluish color, right? and they're not going to be like fully blue. If you're wanting to color like any kind of chocolate, and you don't find it in like candy melts, right? What you have to do is make sure that you get a powder coloring. Like, don't mix it with the gel, don't mix it with a liquid, don't mix it with anything like that, because it will be gone, it will be ruined, it will seize. Let me make sure that we're still here. Okay, shaping. Try to do this fast so that you guys are not bored. Add a Q&A sticker. Leave on red. I don't know what that means. It's crazy. Okay. Almost. I'm trying to find a protein peanut butter cup, like a Quest peanut butter cup. I think Atkins makes one. They do have a, but I'm pretty sure we can make one if you want. Because peanut butter cups are pretty easy to make. Like, are you wanting to make one, or are you wanting just like ones to buy? Like, or how much protein do you want in it, Kimmy? Okay, let me just check on the food really quick. Okay, so our rice is done, obviously. I think we already knew that. Or I just assumed y'all already knew that. And then this smells divine. I know that's right. Okay. So I'm just going to leave this here to simmer. Y'all can't see. What am I doing with myself? Okay. You see it here? So this is our lentil, our lamb. Our rice is right here. Okay. And then we'll add the almonds to it. I got my chocolate melt. I want to make it. Okay, perfect. You know, I found a lot of people don't like to use chocolate melt because it makes it super hard, right? But there's ways to use chocolate melts that makes absolutely everything worth it. Okay, and there are other ways you can use colored chocolate melts with regular chocolate if you don't want it to be all chocolate melts. So, what do you guys usually make for the holiday, for Easter? So Easter is got regular chocolate, and I find the Amish chocolate perfect. Amish chocolate is bomb diggity, okay? So yeah, Easter is a little bit different when it comes to like Muslims, like why we don't celebrate Easter. And it's like the one major difference between religions, but in the end, it's literally all the same. It has the same kind of conclusion, if you know what I mean. So, because Easter is the resurrection, right? It's when Jesus was resurrected. And in Islam, we don't believe that Jesus died. We believe that God saved him. So we're all at the end still going to be waiting for Jesus' comeback. You know what I'm saying? So in conclusion, we all believe in the same thing at the end. Kielbasa and sauerkraut. Ooh, yum. I like the beef kielbasa. I use that. Oh, okay. Definitely need to watch that. Oh my God. That sounds absolutely amazing. I don't even think I have much to do this Saturday, do I? No, because they don't have soccer, because it's Easter. Oh, okay, Kimmy, very cool. You know, I used to work with sauerkraut a lot, like when I worked in a food court, right? It was hot dogs with sauerkraut on them. It was beef hot dogs with sauerkraut. And I think like after I finished working there, I couldn't smell sauerkraut again. It's like one of those things where and it like employment ruins things for you type of thing. What happened? I hope to be there. I couldn't make it. Oh my God. We always know when Lily isn't around because she's doing things and resting. It's like I wish people would know like it's never held against them if they don't show up. It's always a pleasure to have all of you here, you know? But like, hello, we understand people have lives and people are tired, people have kids. I need to figure out why I don't get notifications for Kimmy's though, because I find sometimes the notification comes through Discord, but sometimes it comes late. I have friends of different faiths. I treat them the way I want to be treated. I love them. Of course, Cece. I mean, I respect every religion. I respect people who don't have religion. It's none of my business, none whatsoever. Um, I just find it very interesting because it's like I want to know because I know different cultures for sure make different things. I don't know if Ginger is still in here. I'd be so interested to know what like a an Arab Christian makes for Easter. I do too, Kim. Are you kidding? And that's the thing. I think like all religion, like no matter what you believe, um, it all teaches us the same thing at the end, and that's literally to be a good human being. It's like that's it. For mine, Ocean, yeah, I'll have to try. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what is going on with YouTube. It's very annoying. And I haven't been getting notifications for Ash either. That is ridiculous. Thank you for coming, Ocean. Appreciate you. You guys, I'm almost done with these. And our food is just about done. I am very hungry. You guys, I've stopped saying starving because the hubs got mad at me. And he said, you're not allowed to say that. And I said, but I'm very hungry. And he's like, then say I'm very hungry. He's like, you're not starving. He's like, people, menopausal. My God. He said, because it's like, it's not fair because there are people who are actually starving in the world. We should never say we're starving when we're not. And I'm like, I'm going to cry. It's bringing me back. Menopausal YouTube. I don't know. Menopausal women are pretty on top of things, doing the damn thing, okay? YouTube. I don't know. You said starving, Kimmy? I agree, Cece. I agree. And it would never matter, like, what religion a person is. Like, we're all taught the same thing. Be a decent human being. Like, that other stuff in between the lines, that's between you and God. It's has nothing to do with me. I just care about the morals that religions teach. I don't care what religion. And all of them tell you, be cool. Yes, I'm here. Big spirit. Oh, oh my goodness, Ginger. That sounds amazing. Kimmy, sir, I'll feed you. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this was, it came up recommended, Kimmy, but it was a video of your husband tasting something that you made, and then you pulled the food away from him. And he's like, don't ever mess with my food again. It was so cute. I loved it. Ocean, no, you're not. What do you mean? What do you mean? You guys, I promise we're almost done with these little eggies. Obnoxious. You're obnoxious. Okay, almost done, almost done. Okay, now the ideal thing, y'all, would be to put these in the freezer for like 20 minutes before you dip them. That way they solidify with the quickness, okay, when you dip them. So while our chocolate is melting, we are going to, I know, I'm like, what? Girl, what is all his shorts? Oh, okay. Can we, yeah, that's cute. Okay, almost done. Yeah, this is gonna make, this one is too small. It's okay, let's see if we can. Okay, I think we got it. All right. Sweet. Cece, whenever I see you in chat, you always look familiar to me because you have Frida on your PFP, and I used to have all kinds of prints like on my wall decorated and like I had like my room a very different vibe. It was very colorful, and so I had Frida with birds and some black and white ones. Like it's just crazy. And my brother actually has a huge Frida Kahlo photo in his house where I think she has like it's very colorful. I know that it's very big. It's like massive, right? So it just looks so familiar to me to like see you there, and it just feels I'm like I feel like I know you, but it's because of the callow. I do too. Are you kidding? She is such a badass. Okay. All right, so this is done. So I'm going to move our food off to the side before we serve that up. I'm going to put these in the freezer. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the freezer while I melt our chocolate. Did you? Oh, Lily. Oh my gosh, Lily, for some reason when you said Mexico, something just came across my head. Hold on. I have to tell you this. We have to talk about this. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Because I don't think we ever talked about this, Lily. So I was reading that there is a shop in Mexico. It was amazing. That is so cool. That is so cool. So there's a bridal shop in Mexico, and the doll that's in there is supposed to be like a haunted doll, and people say that it was actually the original owner's daughter who died on her wedding day. Do you know what I'm talking about? It felt like I was trespassing. Oh my gosh, I bet. I feel like that when just like looking at one of her pictures. So I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I've heard of her. Yeah, isn't that crazy? And like some people are like, no, blah blah blah, but like some people are saying that they think that she was actually like preserved because when you look at her, she does not look like a normal mannequin. Even like her skin color and stuff like that, it looks like she was taxidermied. Yeah, what is it called? There, I don't remember the Spanish name for it. But people like go to visit it and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah. Like she literally looks like she was taxidermied. It's very scary. What am I doing? Okay, let's get the chocolate melting. So I know like not a lot of people like to do the double boiler method. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. I know like not a lot of people like to do the double boiler method, but one of the benefits of doing it that way, this way, besides not burning it or accidentally, is you can leave it on the water while you're working. That way you don't have to worry about your chocolate solidifying while you're working. So that's a benefit. It's kind of like a little warmer that you keep for it. But obviously you don't have to do it like this. Let me get a bigger. So I'm going to get this going. Yes, that one. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I want to look more into that. Like, I want to know like what the energy is there. And they said like the way that she is the way that she was posed, like when she walks by, or I mean when you walk by, it feels like she's staring at you, which is, Lord have mercy. I don't remember if they said how she died. Do you, Lily? I don't know if you saw it. Okay. So when it comes to chocolate melts, y'all, instead of the candy melts, these are my favorite. I'll send you a video, Ozzy. Yeah. Okay, perfect. That sounds perfect. Thank you, Lily. Yeah, I want to know. So if you're using candy melts or you need something to use as candy melts, this is the best way to go because these actually taste good and they don't come out like rock solid where you're gonna break your teeth like biting into a chocolate covered strawberry or something like that. Was it a fire or pew pew? I can't recall. I think maybe fire, maybe. So yeah, so use these. If you're using candy melts, you're going to want to use a little bit of oil with them, but I'll show you how we're going to color these because these only come in dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate, okay? So I'll show you how we're going to color it. Not if you don't want to use powder because it's hard to find sometimes. I left this out. So we're gonna color it using this, but we only need a couple. We don't need too many. So this is a light blue color from what I can tell, but yeah, it's this color. Okay, so this is how we're gonna color it. Another option is if you want to use just like regular chips, like regular white chocolate chips, and you know that sometimes the melting point is not how you want it to be. Sometimes like it won't solidify and be crunchy and shiny. It's because you over melted it, like instead of it being tempered. One way to save yourself is by adding a couple of these chocolates. So if you're using like a white chocolate, use a couple of the candy melts in it because it has extra cocoa butter in it. So it will save your chocolate, okay? So, but if you're just using straight candy melts, go ahead and add about a teaspoon of oil to it. You can use coconut oil, but coconut oil does leave an aftertaste. I'm not a fan. You can use any oil that you want. Don't use olive oil though, because of the flavor, okay? So I'm gonna add these in here. And then after it melts, that's when I'll start adding the other chips in because I need to be able to see the color. What am I doing? My pleasure, Ocean. That makes my heart very happy. Let me see, top, all, okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna turn this down because I don't want it to boil into the chocolate. If you get any kind of water, also don't add vanilla to this, don't add anything liquid to this. Like I said, no liquid food coloring, no gel food coloring. Powder is the only thing that you can add to any kind of chocolate. Thank you guys. Makes my heart very happy. Because if you do add any kind of a liquid, it will seize. Okay? Once this melts, then we'll go ahead and do the other part. I also do have some white chocolates. Because I don't think I'll dip all of them right here. I just want to be able to show y'all. The same thing goes. I'll melt the white chocolate in here and just add pieces to it. Okay, thank you, Lily. I can't wait to look at it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you, and that means a lot. It really does. Let me get a spoon. Okay. Have you guys ever used the candy melts and felt like you did not like them? Thank you, Lily. Like that maybe they felt like they were too thick. If you want a thinner layer of chocolate on your cake pops, on anything that you're dipping, make it a little bit more runny by adding the oil. That way it's not making the sound. Oh, I've been eating Uddies and see. Oh, yum. Yay. I'm so glad you made it. Because I remember you said that you were going to make it, but I wasn't sure. Because was it food prep to take to work? When you said Greek, I'm craving some orzo salad. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Okay, so we're at the liquid stage, okay? You see where we're at right now? So this is when we are going to, so I'm going to turn this off because thank you, Cece. I don't have culinary training, but I grew up around a family of bakers. Everybody in my family baked. And it was not just like regular baking, it was like for weddings, for events, for things like that. So like my mom, I learned a lot of things from my mom, and like all of my aunties. Mel's, hello, hi. Oh my God. You make my heart happy. And so, yeah, Cece, so I will go through and research absolutely everything that needs to be researched about anything that I'm making, if it's something that I haven't made before. So good to have you, Mills. So we're slowly going to start adding these in. And you guys, when purchasing these, make sure that you look and make sure that you're down with the flavor that you're grabbing. Don't just grab by color, because some of these have flavors, okay? So make sure you just get the vanilla. So this one says vanilla flavored, okay? But there's like peanut butter, there's cotton candy, so be careful. All right. So I'm going to drop some of these in here and slowly let them melt, because, so we're making a quail egg, okay? So we want the color to be quail-esque. What is that? I heard like a meow, meow outside. Wasn't sure who was meowing. It was not a cat. Okay, this is the quail egg color that I want. So it is like an off greenish blue, an off turquoise. So this is the best way to color them, you guys. And the thing is, they have a pretty long shelf life. If you are a person who makes like a lot of, what do you call it? What is that stuff called? Cake pops. Go ahead and hoard some of these. Sometimes they go on sale like after Christmas, like after certain events. They go on sale. Okay, so does that just look white to you guys? I bet it does. Let me add a couple more. Okay, we're almost there. And then we'll grab the pistachio butter eggies and dip them. Okay. So if you need a stand or something, you can use like, you know, the flour, they're like these little sponge things that you can add flowers to. Do you think the quail wants? Do you think the maybe? Oh man. Make candies? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, like putting these in molds and stuff. Yeah, it's just so cool to do. But this was just like such a cute idea. But like I said, if you want to make a nest, you can use the kunafa dough, the shredded dough. And what you can do with that one is just mix a little bit of food coloring with some sugar syrup or some oil and butter. Depends on when you want to do it. Give it a mix and just brush it. Just brush it. That was pretty good, Ocean. And brush it, and then you can cook it in the oven, and then use that as your nest to serve your quail eggs into. If you don't have that, you can use angel hair. All you have to do is take your angel hair pasta and soak it in some hot water. Don't boil it though, because you don't want it to be like, you know, super soft. You just want it to have like a little bit of a soak to it so that so it's malleable, right? So then you can kind of shape it the way that you want to into a nest and cook it in the oven for, you know, it'd be like toasting it. So it'd be like 15-20 minutes, and then use that as your serving dish. But for less waste, obviously you can also get like paper, like a paper nest to serve them in. You know, it's up to you. All right, so we are going to use this as our warming pad, basically. Make sure that you're consistently mixing this, because it does tend to freeze up quickly on the sides, and you don't want those chunks. Okay, let me go get them, and we will dip some. Okay, so these are our little pistachio eggies. All right. Let me get parchment, excuse me. Oh, that's what I was saying. So if you're afraid of them like sticking or not being like perfectly rounded out or something like that, you can use like some foam, some styrofoam or something like that, or like a box, and just hang them on there. Or you can hang them upside down. You can just like attach it somewhere and just hang them upside down to drip. Just like the way you would anything, like anything that you dip, right? So just move this out of the way. Okay. So here's one. we're just going to poke into it. Okay. So when you dip it, give it a couple of taps. Okay. Just like that. Okay. That's one. And then you can also do it with a fork. Thank you. You know what? My heart was so happy. There was this little girl in my kid's school. I was just standing there waiting for... Oh, no. No. Hold on. See, this is why... Okay, I'm glad that we experienced this together here. I'll show you. So I got some water in here because this tipped over and it went in my chocolate that we just colored. Okay, so let me show you guys what happens. So this is the same thing that would happen if you do something like add vanilla or add a liquid coloring to it. Okay, your chocolate immediately seizes. I'll show you. Okay, so it went from being liquid to turning into this. Okay, so that is what happens when you do that. So we can try to save it. There are some ways. But don't waste more chocolate on it. And if we can't save it, then I'll do something else. But now you know, that's what will happen. It will ruin your chocolate. Sometimes it needs a little bit more moisturizing. Sometimes you can get it back, sometimes you can't. So I'm also going to use one of these. So because this was too big, right? This is the hot water. Putting this here. You know what? Let me get this. Hold on. Excuse me. So that we can ensure this doesn't happen again. Oops. Okay, perfect. Let me just wipe this because I just got it before. All good. It's all good. Sometimes it is good to see mistakes happen. That is the beauty of going live. So you know that you're not the only one who makes mistakes when you're making something. And that it's okay, you can fix it. It's no big deal. Okay? Okay. Now you can come back. All right, here we go. So we're going to take this. Let's see if we can save it. We'll turn this up a little bit just because it's starting to cool off. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Mouse. Were you a victim of Top Chat, honey? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we are going to continue melting this because it's seized up. We added some oil and we'll see if we can get some of the water out. Still not liquidy. We'll add more oil. And that's just vegetable oil. But so now you know that's what will happen if you add a liquid color to it. So it's more cost effective to try to fix it using the oil, right? Than it is to keep adding chocolate to this. Because our next step would be to use regular white chocolate and just, yeah, regular white chocolate, and then add some more of the pieces to it. Okay, so let's see how we do when we get this. So the one thing that might happen here, if it doesn't happen, then we know that we're okay. If it does, then we know that it failed, and that's okay, because you can still use this for ganache, right? So this would be more of like a ganache that would solidify. So all you have to do is add a little bit of heavy whipping cream to it and pour it over a cake. So this is not going to get wasted regardless, but we might not be able to use it for dipping, okay? So let's go ahead and give it a dip. So if it falls off of it, then it means that we can't use it. If it doesn't, then we're okay. You see how it's like not as smooth, right? Okay, it's okay for now. I'll show you guys the difference between them. Give it a mix. That's what you'll have to keep doing if it seizes. So you know how most ganache will stay kind of soft? Okay. So this one, in order for me not to, okay. Now that's what we'll do. We're going to go ahead and use a different one. And it happens. That's part of the game. But we will use this for a topping. Okay? I'll just do that right now to make a ganache. Let's use, this is the same one we used earlier. Okay, and then let's go ahead and move this over, and we are going to put another bowl on this. Nice. So if you want to make this into a ganache that you can pour over things, just take that mixture. You can add additional flavors to this. You can add colors to this. You can add whatever you want. Okay? You just have to save it. Okay? Pour this in. Give it a mix until it's homogenized. Homogeneous. I'll show you guys. It will turn into a smooth cream. And this is a ganache that you can pour, and it will be a little bit more solid than like a regular ganache that stays a little bit sticky. Okay, so this is already going. I'm going to get the chocolate here in just a second. I'll show you guys. So whenever you pour ganache, you keep stirring until it gets shiny. Okay? I'll show you guys. So this would be really cute on... Thank you guys. This would be really cute on an Easter cake, for example. So as you can see, this is going to be something that will not get wasted. So don't ever worry if a mistake happens. There's always a way to fix it, okay? And to use a product. You can also whip this if you want to. So this is what it's turned into. This is a white chocolate ganache that we just made out of seized chocolate, okay? Oh no, Kimmy. Absolutely not. And the thing is, with ganache, you can make it right away and store it in the fridge. If you store it in the fridge, you can scoop it out and make truffles out of it. You can also whip it and turn it into a whipped frosting for piping. You can add more heavy whipping cream to it, whip it more, and make an even lighter frosting, okay? Or you just pour it just like this, okay? Do you really, Edna? Is this one of them? Does it tell you to do this? This is how I always save mine. And you can always, if you decide to put that in the fridge, you just heat it up a little bit again and give it a mix, and it's ready to go and pour. Okay, let me grab the other chocolate. So I took out the chocolate yesterday to make pieces for the white chocolate cheesecake. So just bear with me. I don't know if I put it back or I left it out. Because you guys, that's regular chocolate. Took it out yesterday. Put it. Just bear with me for 1 second. You guys, I don't know where I put the whipped chocolate. Okay, you know what? If I can't find where I put it, then we're just gonna dip it in regular chocolate. It's the same thing. I took it out because I did the chocolate topping pretty late last night, and I feel like I specifically told myself I was gonna put it somewhere in particular, and it was not back where it was supposed to. Sorry, guys. Oh. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yay. I found it. Okay. I'm just going to throw this in here. Okay, I'm glad I found it because I do want you guys to see its colors. So sometimes if I have to pour chocolate, I'll just melt it in the box, in the bag, and just cut off the tops, right? So that's what I did yesterday. So you're just going to take your white chocolate chips and put them in your double boiler. This one will melt a lot faster than the candy melts because it has less of the cocoa butter. But chocolate chips have more cocoa butter than regular chocolate. Okay. So this one is just kind of chilling here. So we can compare the two so you can tell the difference. So you see this one is having a hard time solidifying, right? And then this one is more solid. Okay, so this is the one that we first dipped. And I don't know if you hear it? So, and then if you have like a little bottom like this, you just cut it off. Let me just show you. I'm gonna use my little knife here. You just give a little strip off. And if you want them to be fully rounded, then you dip the entire thing. Aww. Mel's, you are so cute. Oh my gosh, are you joking? I forget where I put stuff all the time. So this is what it looks like, okay? So this one is melting. Because you know what I do, Ocean, is I'll be like, I'm going to put it here specifically because I'll definitely remember that I put it here. No. That's when I forget. That's when it's even worse. My mom's always like, you should have put it back where you grabbed it. Okay. Well, I mean, yes, I should have. But I didn't, and I never do. Okay, we're going to use the same spoon because... Okay, so you're just going to mix this. And I'll show you guys. This is just regular chocolate chips. Okay, so if you have white chocolate chips, You can use those. It's just going to take a minute to melt. Since that's like vanilla and white chocolate, remember I have the piece of cheesecake that I was eating that I made. I can show you guys. So see, you mix it, especially if you let your ganaches cool off. They're a little bit easier to pour in so that you can have the drip factor portion of it, right? If it's too hot and you try to pour it, then it just spills everywhere. This way, pour it over something cold and it'll be really nice. And I can show you guys because it's white chocolate, so I don't mind pouring it on that piece of cheesecake that I was working on to eat. So this is super cold. I was eating this earlier, okay? Wyoma, hello, welcome in. Okay. So if I'm just going to pour some of this, okay? So this is so don't waste your seized chocolates, okay? So do you see how it's standing right there? It's perfectly on it. Thanks, Renina. Oh, of course, Wyoma. No problem. Stop it, Kimmy. But do you see it like, so we didn't have to waste anything. Do you see it's shiny and pretty? Yeah. Where's my fork? And I mean, of course, like, you guys are not gonna know, like, you're not gonna really be able to tell if I don't taste it. Like, don't start with me, okay? Like, I think that's like an expectation. It's like, hello, how are we supposed to know if it works if you don't taste it? Fine, I'll taste it. Mm-hmm. That works. Wyoma. That's funny. I love that. What a weird autocorrect. Okay, come on. This block is not melting yet. If you want to melt this in the microwave, go at 30-second increments. Yes. See, I knew. I knew that was an expectation. So I figured, you know what, let me get ahead of it. Let me just make sure that we're all on the same page here. Okay, it's melting, you guys. Bear with it. It was like a freaking brick. Oh, what was I saying? If you melt this in the microwave, 30-second increments. So we'll dip a couple. I'll do the little dots to show y'all. And then I'll serve up the food. You demand it. I love cheesecake too. Don't even get me started, Edna. I can put away some cheesecake, okay? You guys, I have the recipe for that. I have the video. I think it's done editing. I just have to post it. I just had to cut it this morning just because I did not have time to do that. So I cut it this morning. I took a little video for y'all, and it's ready to go. Are you guys more of a baked cheesecake or no bake cheesecake? Okay, this is melting. Okay. Cheesecake is top tier. Yeah, I agree, Nose. So This was just some of our ceased chocolate that we threw on just to save it, you know, to save it from itself. And this is white chocolate that I melted yesterday. Baked. Bake, but no bake. Can also be good. You guys, you know what just happened to me? I was eating it, and then I remembered I was really hungry. I was like, I cannot believe I just spoiled my appetite for the rice and lentils. So it's like my brain stopped me from wanting the rest of that. So I had to grab at it. It was a fight between my mind and my mouth. My mouth won, obviously, because it's in my mouth. Okay, finally, macaron. There's just a little chunk, it'll eventually melt, okay? So we're at this stage right here. Now we're gonna color it, because God forbid you try to color this with food coloring. Don't do it, please. And this way, with this method, you also get to use your favorite chocolate. So the Ghirardelli, the whatever chocolate chips you want. Okay, we put in 4. Let's give it a little mix and see where we get to. We're making a little quail egg. We're just over here teaching the quail how to do this according to Ocean. Whatever the store has cheesecake melts. We need to make some changes, okay? Whatever the store has cheesecake girly pop. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna go with 2 more. 3 might have been too much. 2 is fine. Okay, here we go. Now we're making progress. Let's not get water in this. Let's not get anything in this. Perfect. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Okay. To this, you can also add a little bit of that oil. It does help solidify it. But we added those. That also helps. Okay. Let me move this. All right. Let's give this a little tip, just like that. These kind of cooled off. I mean, they're warmed up since they've been sitting out here for a minute. I don't like that. Give it a tap. Okay. Are we seeing it? Okay. We're good now. Okay. And set 1 in. And then 2. I'll do as many as I can right now and then so that I can get the food served up. And remember, like, if you're missing a little piece, you can always paint it on, okay? Don't be scared of it. If you have enough to put this in a cup, it is easier. But remember, like, for example, what we should have done here is we should have put these back in the freezer while we were waiting, right? But we didn't, and we'll live. Because if you put them in the freezer, it'll make your life so much easier. It will almost instantly lock on. Are those grapes? No, we're making little quail eggs for our Easter friends, for our friends who celebrate Easter. So this is pistachio. It's pistachio butter, and we're dipping it in this chocolate. So what I want to do, just to make sure that the rest of them turn out beautiful, I do want to put these back in the freezer, okay? But I'll show you guys, once we get to this point, I'll show you in a minute. Let me move this so I can serve up the dinner because I know the boys will be here soon. I'll show you guys how we're going to finish that up. Because we do need to move right back to the food. Oh, I'm supposed to put this in the freezer, the fridge. Just give me 1 second. Because I'll show you how to do the top part. Okay, so right here, I'm going to I hear them. I do. So I'll show you guys before I have to go feed the boys. Okay, so this is the quail egg. Sorry. Oh, you're so cute. So this is one of the quail eggs, right? The other ones, they're still very wet. Okay, so you have the quail egg, and I'll show you how to decorate the top part. So all you need is a dark food coloring. Do I have a black? Me not having black would have been diabolical. Okay, I did. Okay, so all you have to do, just because I know I'm gonna have to get to those boys here in just a minute. So you get some of this, okay? Okay. This is food coloring in black, right? We're going to just put some water on it. Okay. Just come here. Take this. And just flick it right on here. Okay, and then just give it some taps. You can also use brown, okay? So, do you see it? So this is the quail egg, okay? And this is pistachio on the inside, okay? Delicious. Don't even get me started. That is delicious, okay? Let me wash my hands because now I just need to serve up the food real quick. But yeah, so you saw the inside? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and serve up dinner. I have to clean up this little spot before we do anything. So I'll show you guys how we're going to serve this. Just bear with me. Okay, so we're going to put some rice in here. I took out way too many things all at once. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like them. They're very cute. Tiny had sent me one that she saw on Instagram, and it was like that, but it was peanut butter. I made mine with pistachio. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the rice. We're going to take the rice, add it in here. I'm not going to do all of it because I know the boys will want some of this without anything. Then we're going to take some of those almonds that we toasted earlier. Okay, Mel's, we definitely, so the recipe that I shared, you can use whatever butter you want. But yeah, the butter ones are good, the peanut butter. Okay, I'm putting some of these almonds in the rice. Okay. And then we are going to, let me take out the meat. So this is the lamb that we cooked in here. Just okay, give this a nice little mix. And then take your rice, add it right in here. Okay. Oh my goodness, Stacey, like I have a lot of recipes for lamb. I would love to make more lamb with y'all. I've made it a couple of times, I think on live and maybe on a short. Okay. Okay. Just move this right here so that this has a little more room. So this is what it looks like. Okay. Now we're just going to go ahead and put some of this here. And then you can garnish with cilantro and parsley if you want. Okay. Then take your lamb, just place it right over the top. And take the rest of your almonds, garnish that. Over the top. And there you have it, y'all. So that is everything. Okay, let me just move this. Sorry. So this is our meal. It is lentils spiced with coriander and allspice and cumin, garlic and onion, super delicious, lamb, and we've got some toasted almonds and lentils. So that is what it looks like. I hope that you guys give this a try. Like, it is really good, obviously. Like, so you see the meat just comes right off. So thank you guys for hanging with me. Okay. So those ones are gonna take a little bit longer than using the candy melts. We already kind of went over that and why. But use that filling, dip them in whatever you want. Thank you guys so much. Like, there's another one here. I have to shape her. This one was after the seasoning. But thank you guys so much for hanging with me. Oh, it's been almost 2 hours. Cool. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I hope you guys give it a try. I love you guys. I love cooking with you. I love making mistakes together too. That way we know that we can fix things, right? So, if you guys end up trying anything, let me know. And I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you guys.